Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Stafford on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple of points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot. Yeah,
there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. They just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you. We're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On second and 10, Stafford. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Will Fuller.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3-yard line.
A second down throw for Love. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Giants take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. The numbers for Fuller last week. 7 catches, 81 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bulldogs 14. Giants nothing.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford will get this one complete to Davis. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Davis will try to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun. Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're indeed going for it. Here's Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? There, because you guys are so good, I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's... And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
London about set to take over on offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's now 3rd down and...
On 3rd down, Love. And you can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tab.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to number
Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
At their own 24-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the side.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
We will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys have taken the lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for them.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught by the tight end, Hurts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this this football game. Well, a heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
The score, Bulldogs 21.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And at the 25-yard line, they'll take over. First,
London about set to take over on offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. The intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On play action, Love to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we reach, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Giants.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. Put a big-time drive in that situation.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. They'll set up the screen with Davis. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Stafford. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there. He's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's an important...
It's caught. Touchdown. yards. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Stafford. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is... Oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, the... Not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This one caught by Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Mike Davis. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 17.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again is Stafford. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
To the air again. Stafford. Finding Ertz again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Ooh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe try to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now back out comes the offense. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and
man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On first down at Stafford. Open man here, Sims complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. the blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They will find Davis. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Intercepted. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
How did he stay on his feet? And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Stafford over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Complete to Stevens.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.